My name is Carmen Aldama and I teach English at Bec del Aguilar Primary School in Alicante, Spain.
In addition to teaching, I am the IT manager and I had to learn on the job. As my school's budget isn't high, I have to deal daily with the problems arising from a poor computer equipment. In fact, we have many computers at school, 26 in a computer room, 1 computer per classroom, some in the staff room, but most of them are 6 to 8 years old or even more and have different operating systems. In addition to hardware, software's a drawback too. It is difficult to find suitable versions for old computers and it is often expensive. It is certainly not an easy scenario to work properly both for teachers and students. This is why we began to think about using cloud systems as a way to solve hardware and software problems. First, because they could be used on any device, and secondly, because they provide updated and free software. Nowadays, there are many cloud system providers, but we have tried 2 of them. Office 365 for Education from Microsoft and Google Apps for Education from Google. They come from an enterprise environment but are quickly developing specific applications and tools for education, and both of them are free. After trying both Office and Google Apps for Education, we found that Office had more powerful tools, but Google Apps were easier to work with because of their clean and intuitive interface. Google Apps for Education can be grouped in tools to search, work, connect, organize, manage, and store. Let's have a quick look at some of the most used services in my school. Classroom is the learning management system from Google. We grouped all our students in classes with their own real teachers to have interaction, tasks, assignments, and more. Gmail. It is an email and chat service with a powerful search engine. We use it together with groups and hangouts when necessary. Drive. It is a cloud hard disk drive with unlimited space and sharing features. We use it to keep all the work created with docs or slides, school pictures, or any kind of task. Calendar for planning and organizing meetings, spaces, and tasks. We have a general calendar for teachers and then one for each class. Docs, sheets, and slides, a suite for creating and editing in collaboration. Docs is the most used service in our school by both teachers and students. It's perfect for starters, so our young students can learn quickly. Some teachers think that it's too basic, especially in long documents and charts.
A compartirlo contigo, te llamas y lo podemos hacer entre los dos. Es un poquito que tiene sobre el hombre.
Sites for designing web pages and sharing info. One of our students' favorites, as they can share what they have learned with family and friends.
En esta sección yo explico cada semana un peinado.
So, What are the steps for deploying to the cloud? This is what we did in our school. First of all, we set up our domain. As we couldn't use our school own domain, we had to subscribe a web hosting service. Next, we signed up for Google Apps. This is done in 3 steps. First, register the school. We sign up for Google Apps for Education right at Google Apps webpage. Then we verified the domain. We confirmed that our school owned its domain by changing some configuration options. This must happen within 21 days of sign up. And last, we confirm eligibility. Google will confirm that you are a non-profit educational institution. This can take up to 2 weeks. Then we decided our organizational structure. You can create an organization for students and another for teachers, or even break down the student organization by grade. As ITs, we can turn services on or off for different organizational units. For example, Google Plus is not activated for our students because they are under 13. We set up our mail architecture. This was the hardest part for me. You'll want to consider your current mail architecture and think about the best way to adjust so that mail can be delivered to users within Google Apps or through your legacy server. At the end, we found more useful to deliver mail through Google. A very important step is provisioning. It's the way we create users. There are a few different options: by CSV uploads, directory sync, or manually. This was our case as we only chose the oldest students. Google Classroom Setup. Teachers can create their own classrooms, or IT administrators can use the API to programmatically provision courses. In our school, we decided to create the classrooms and give a code to each student so that he could join the class. Choosing authentication. Will your users be authenticating straight to Google, using the default Google login page, or are you integrating login with other services in your school? In our case, we chose to log in through Google, which is popular and easy to remember. If needed, last step is data migration. Data migrations can be performed server-side, run by the IT, or client-side, run by the user. Most of these steps are accomplished through the admin console, where you can remotely manage your students' experience and add users, devices, printers, and network access. What are the strengths of using the cloud? They can be used in any device, anytime, from school or from home. It's a safe environment, so it's easy to save and share school documents. Tasks can be done collaboratively for a motivating and meaningful learning. And they improve communication and feedback among teachers, students, and parents. And what about the challenges? You need a solid internet connection even when you can use offline features. As ITs, we must recognize that not all the teachers will be at the same level in terms of technology integration, and some are eager to learn more technology So, at the beginning, it's better to pick 1 or 2 skills that you want all teachers to master and focus on them. We must expect that some parents may have concerns with their children, especially those under 13, having email addresses. It is important to draft communications explaining how you will protect your students' privacy and data. More and more schools like this are in the cloud. It's up to us to develop in our learners the ability to thrive in a rapidly changing world by training them in the 21st century skills and boosting their interest in learning.